A video has surfaced of a mother raising serious concerns about material being distributed in a primary school in England. She reveals a leaflet reportedly handed out to young pupils that includes teachings about Islam, even referencing jihad. The discovery has prompted growing debate about what's being taught in classrooms and whether proper oversight is in place. We'll dive into this story in today's video, but before we get started, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Right now, only 12% of viewers are subscribed, so join the community and help us grow. Now, let's be clear, learning about different faiths is a normal and valuable part of education. Understanding other cultures helps build respect and tolerance among children from all backgrounds. But there's a clear distinction between teaching about religion and promoting specific beliefs or practices. The inclusion of jihad is completely unacceptable. These type of teachings should never be done towards children, especially in a Christian country like the United Kingdom. Parents and teachers alike want education to be balanced, factual, and age-appropriate. When that balance is lost, it risks eroding trust between schools and the families they serve. Transparency about what's being taught and why is essential if parents are to have confidence in the system. In a moment, we'll show you the video of the mother who brought this leaflet to light. Her decision to speak out has sparked important questions about accountability, curriculum oversight, and the need to protect our classrooms from materials that could confuse or mislead young minds. Have a watch of this.
Dear oh dear, it is starting. So parents of children who attend a primary school in Wiltshire are absolutely outraged at this leaflet that has been handed out to their children. If you look in the bottom left-hand corner, it talks about jihad, lesser jihads, the physical struggle to protect the Islamic faith in the world. Dear oh dear. I wonder if it's got anything to do with the fact that the interim chair at the moment of Ofsted is Sir Hamid Patel. I wonder. But jihad is used by extremist Islamic groups. That there is normalising it and making it out to be some kind of soft, easygoing word, something that is regularly used within that language of talking about this religion or this faith. The really worrying thing is, what it doesn't talk about on this leaflet anywhere is radicalisation and not listening to people who try to make you believe something to the extreme. But it doesn't talk about that in there, does it? It's absolutely disgusting. This appalls me. It's one thing children learning about different religions around the world, which we learned about Islam when we were in school, and we learned about the Jewish faith, Judaism, we learned about the Sikh faith, the Hindu faith, the Catholic faith, the Christian faith. But this seems to be being pushed on us now. And as I say, I wonder if it's got anything to do with the acting chair of Ofsted at this moment in time. But normalising the word jihad, which is used by terrorist groups, especially Hamas, who are waging jihad or trying to wage jihad across the world, and especially in Gaza, absolutely disgusting. And if my child was in this school, and I don't know which school it is, they'd be out like that, because no way would I tolerate this. Learning about Islam is one thing, but normalising jihad and making it out to be okay is quite another. Very quick, weren't they, in the media to portray the young white boy, sorry, I can't remember the name of the programme, who was radicalised, but they're not looking at jihad as radicalisation. Absolutely appalling.
This situation should be a wake-up call for education authorities. Parents deserve to know exactly what materials are being given to their children, and schools must ensure every lesson is age-appropriate, factual, and free from any form of religious or political influence. Teaching about different faiths can be positive when done with balance and sensitivity, but complex or controversial topics have no place in primary education. Transparency and accountability are key to maintaining trust between schools and families. At the heart of this issue is a simple principle. Education should inform, not influence. Protecting that standard is essential if we want our classrooms to remain places of learning, not confusion or division. In other news, criticism of Islam qualifies as a protected belief under equalities law, a judge has ruled. Patrick Lee, 61, has launched a belief discrimination claim against the Institute and Faculty of Actuaries, IFOA, after he was banned by the trade body and fined almost £23,000 last year over posts in which he criticised Islam. The IFOA's disciplinary body found Mr. Lee guilty of misconduct, ruling that 42 of his posts were either offensive or inflammatory or both, with 29 said to be designed to demean or insult Muslims. His posts included referring to the Prophet Muhammad as a monster and describing Islam as morally bankrupt, a dangerous cult, and a 1,300-year-old con trick. At a preliminary hearing held via video link at the London Central Employment Tribunal, Judge David Khan ruled that Mr. Lee had shown he genuinely held the belief he put forward, therefore meeting the definition of a protected belief under Section 10(2) of the Equality Act 2010. Judge Khan concluded, "I do not find that these tweets and the pleaded belief are mutually exclusive, nor incompatible. I find that the claimant's evidence in relation to these tweets, that he was inveighing against the offending doctrines and practices because they continue to be treated as authentic and officially sanctioned by Islamic leaders, was not inconsistent with the pleaded belief." The Employment Tribunal heard that Mr. Lee, who identifies as an atheist, believes Islam, particularly in a traditional form, rather than a reformed, modernized, moderate, and westernized form, is problematic and deserving of criticism. Mr. Lee said he hoped to prompt discussion and ask legitimate questions, and described the IFOA's response to his beliefs as problematic for Western democracies. A final hearing is set for February, when a tribunal will decide whether his social media posts qualify as an expression of this protected belief. The Free Speech Union hailed the ruling as a landmark victory. The group said it renders the government's efforts to roll out an official definition of Islamophobia largely pointless. If describing Islam as backward, a con trick, a dangerous cult, the root of the evil, and calling the Prophet Muhammad a monster are all expressions of an Islamic critical belief that's protected by the Equality Act, trying to ban people from saying these things in the workplace won't be possible. The judge in this case has grasped the important distinction between disrespecting a belief and disrespecting a person who holds that belief. Too often, robust criticism of Islam is treated as a form of harassment against Muslims, and conflating the two has had a chilling effect on free speech. Despite enduring a 5-year legal battle, Mr. Lee said he felt it was important to defend his right to challenge Islamic teachings. He told The Telegraph, "I'm the wrong person for the institute and faculty to have picked on, because I believe really strongly you have to speak up about these things. I'm speaking up about the sort of things that many people in the country are concerned about. And it's wrong, as we saw with the Rotherham grooming gang scandal, for people to keep quiet, because that actually costs lives." The 61-year-old had been a member of the IFOA for more than 3 decades, including stints on the Professional Bodies Council and Management Board. What are your thoughts on what we discussed in today's video? Let me know down in the comment section below. If you have not yet already, make sure you do drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more British content. Thank you, take care, goodbye.